Hey guys, today we're going to be learning how to forward emails to a new account. This is something that you might do if we are moving from an old Google Workspace account to a new Google Workspace account, and we are needing to ensure that all emails that were being received on the old address are now being forwarded through to the new address. Cool, so let's get started. Firstly, you're going to open up a browser tab and you are going to log into the account that you are wanting to send the emails from. This is the forwarding account. So in my case, if you have a look here, I'm going to be accessing rick@cpre.co.nz, which is the account I don't want to use anymore. I want the emails to go to rick@meros.co.nz. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Gmail up the top. And then once I'm in Gmail, I'm going to click on the settings. And the settings icon up the top will often display either a short settings or a long settings. So here I've got the short settings here, or the quick settings. I'm going to be opening up see all settings. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on forwarding on the top, and I'm going to get forwarding address. So I'm going to click on add forwarding address, and then it's going to ask what the address is that I want to forward to. So in this case, I've got rick@cpre.co.nz, and I want that to forward to rick@meros.co.nz. So I'm going to click next. Then what that's going to do is that's going to open up the address that I would like to send to. Now I have saved this address on my computer, so obviously it's going to come up, but you might need to go through and you might need to put your authentication through, so password, email address. You will need the authentication for the account you're forwarding to. So if your name is Matt and you're going to be forwarding from Matt@cpre to Matt@meros, then you're going to need to do this from Matt's computer or Matt's account, or Matt will need to be there because he's going to need to put his password in. Cool. So that will come up, and then you'll see where it says confirm forwarding address. Proceed. Cool. And then what's happened, I accidentally clicked through that quickly, but what it's done is it's sent through a verification to that email address. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up that email that just came through. Now I use a third-party email client called MimeStream, but you will have the same thing that will come through in Gmail or on your phone or Outlook or whatever. You're going to get an email that looks like this. Rick@cpre has requested to automatically forward email. To allow this to happen, please click, and I'm clicking confirm. Now it's confirmed. Cool. I'm going to close this tab, and I'm going to go back to this tab over here. Now you'll see nothing's changed. That's because we need to refresh it. So I'm going to refresh the page. And once it's refreshed, I'm going to be able to click. See, you'll see here, now all of a sudden it's got a few extra options. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on forward a copy of incoming mail to, when I click this, I'm going to go e-professionals, real estate mail, and I'm going to go and I'm going to delete the copy. I don't want to have a bunch of copies in there. It's not necessary. Cool. And then I'm going to scroll down to the bottom, save changes. Cool. And then you'll see up the top, it's been locked in. You are forwarding your emails. This notice will end in 7 days. So now what happens, if you send an email to rick@cpre, what's going to happen is it's going to forward it to rick@meros, and it's going to delete the original email in CPRE so you don't get lots of duplicates. Cool. So let's test it out, right? So I'm just going to use my email client, which is called MimeStream, but you can do this from Outlook or whatever you like. And look, I'm just going to use one of the random addresses that I have so we don't get confused. So I'm going to use my Spaces address here. And I'm going to send an email to rick@cpre.co.nz. Cool. Now that's the one that should be forwarding. I'm going to call it test. Test forwarding. Cool. And I'm going to say test 1. Right. So this is going to go to rick@cpre. So I'm going to click this. Let's see what happens here. Right now we just wait. It's pinging around in the ether. Cool. And what we have coming up here now, I can feel my phone just buzzed in my pocket, so it's coming up. There we go. Wow, test forwarding. And that has come through to Ricket CPRE, and it's come all the way through to Ricket Meros. How good is that? Nice and easy. Still works. Everything still works well. The difference is now I have one email address. Now I'm just using Ricket Meros. So if I go reply, see, it's automatically using my Ricket Meros address because that's the account that it's ultimately being sent through to. It's been sent through to the Ricket Meros account, even though it got sent to the Ricket CPRE. It's like magic. So that's your lesson for today. We need to do this for all accounts that are currently not Meros. We need to move them so that CPRE and all of the different accounts. There's one for all of the staff. We've got some extra hello accounts, a bunch of them. They all needed to be forwarded to the corresponding Meros address. We need to select so it deletes the original email. This is really, really critical because it means we're not going to get lots of duplicates. Cool. And then, woohoo! Confetti. Great.